Good morning, Laserdisc aficionados. Your host with the most, your horror host, Jason Seacrest here with another Shocktober. As I said in my last video, I know I missed it last year, but I definitely wanted to make sure I had time to make a short video for you. And this is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be a shorter video because it's different in a couple ways. One, I'm only going to showcase lasers. So all the movies I'm going to watch on this one, I'm watching on lasers. Now they are available on DVD, Blu-ray, sometimes 4K as well. So if you're interested in these movies, you'll be able to find them. But secondly, I've never seen these movies, so I have nothing to share. Normally there's a memory, or some short story that I can tell you guys about. I saw this in the theater with my dad or my folks or whatever, but not these. I've not seen them. So good morning, and let's get started. All right, first up we have The Crawling Hand. I've never seen this. This was released in 1963. One of the actors is Alan Hale. Now, if you are of my generation, you certainly know Gilligan's Island. He played the skipper. I believe he plays the sheriff in this. Now, I'm not one for going for B movies that far back because a lot of times they're not all that good. But obviously, I am a huge Elvira fan. So I used to watch her Midnight. I think it was called Midnight Madness. I can't talk this morning. Midnight Madness back in the day. When I was in middle school in the mid '80s, it would come on a Friday or Saturday night. So I loved watching the show. I didn't watch it for the movie so much. It was obviously for her and her commentary in between, because she was always saying something funny about the movie. This is kind of. It was that type of thing was before Mystery Science Theater 3000. Right, there'd be shows like I'm going from rote memory here. A USA Up All Night with Gilbert Gottfried and Rhonda, and there was TNT's Monster Madness, and I can't remember his name, Billy or Bob, Cowboy Bob. I can't remember his name now. I have to look it up. But there were lots of shows like that would show B movies and then do funny commentary in between, and they were a lot of fun to watch. You watched it for the host more than anything else, not so much the movie. But basically the plot of this is an astronaut comes back from space, and he's saying that his hand makes him do things. So something happened in space. His return capsule crashes, and then somebody finds the disembodied hand, and then things go awry from that point on, with the hand doing all sorts of bad things. So that's pretty much the plot right there. I read online though that Burt Reynolds actually auditioned for this and didn't get the part. So I thought that was rather interesting. So yeah. Next up, we've got Species, 1995, with some good acting in here, or good actors, I should say. Ben Kingsley, Forrest Whitaker, Michael Madsen, and if memory serves me, Michael Madsen was also in one of my all-time favorite vampire movie, Vampire. Right, by John Carpenter. I love that movie. I watched it last year, I think, too. Again, never seen this one. And essentially, we make contact with aliens. We assume they're friendly. They send us DNA or something like that to create a human aliens hybrid. What could possibly go wrong with that, right? And as you can see, things go awry once again because science doesn't put a check on itself. But that's Brian Madsen. He was in Vampires. It placed second to Apollo 13 on opening weekend, and it did well. It made more money than it was budgeted for. So the reviews were mixed on it, but I've never seen it. I know there's a sequel. I think there's a third movie too, but there's definitely a sequel. So we'll see. I don't know. Nothing about it. All right, continuing on, we have The Gate 2. Yeah, now, I knew this movie existed, but I've never seen it. Most of you know I am a huge fan of the original The Gate, right? It's a fantastic movie. I've watched it several times, but I've never seen this one. Now, the actor, Louis Tripp, who is this kid right here, he actually reprises his role of Terry from the first movie. So unlike Warlock 2, which has nothing to do with Warlock, this movie is a direct sequel. And essentially, if you remember from the first movie, they open up a portal. They find a portal in the backyard to hell, and they open that up, or to some other dimension, and they let a demon through, right? Well, he's having all sorts of problems in his life and his family, so he decides to reopen that portal to hopefully make a wish or to get a favor from the demons to set things right. And of course, things don't go correctly or the way he expects them. This was released in 1990 and made $2 million. So I don't think it was a critical success. But I'm going to watch it and hopefully not be too disappointed by it. The Gate 2. Okay. Next up, we've got The Unholy. Don't confuse this with a 2021 release. This was released in 1988. It's got Hal Holbrook in it and Ned Beatty. Ned Beatty, of course, Superman, right? He played Lex Luthor's sidekick. He was in Deliverance. And Hal Holbrook was in The Fog, which is a great horror movie from back in the day. Essentially, you've got it's a priest, right, in New Orleans, and he's battling demons. That's pretty much the premise of the story. Never seen it, and we'll see what happens with it. It was not a box office success. It lost money at the box office. So, but you know, when you're watching a B movie like these, it's not always about the special effects. Sometimes it's not even about the acting. Sometimes you just want to sit and make fun of the movie too and have fun. That's Warlock 2. I enjoyed watching it because it was absolutely ludicrous, right? It had nothing to do with the first movie, and there were so many plot holes in it. You just go, you know, you're having a good time with it. And sometimes that's why you watch movies like this. They're not really scary, right? They don't have a whole lot of shock value, but yeah. I did read online that apparently the director was influenced by aliens. And so they had this big 10, 12-foot animatronic demon at the end of it. And it looked ridiculous. So they scrapped that and did a different take with an actor. I think it was an actress. But I don't know what's on here. So I'm not sure if it was released with that footage or maybe if that's an extra on here. Probably not. This is Image Vestron Video. They don't usually put the extra money in to putting extras on things. So anyway, we'll see how it turns out. All right, 1987. We've got Creepazoids. Yeah, the cover art on this is magnificent. The movie could suck, but the jacket is actually really good looking. Basically it's several years after, I guess, the end of the world, nuclear or whatever. A band of survivors finds a secret facility where the experiments are still alive. What could go wrong there, right? Let's go into that secret facility. Sure, no, I would just keep passing it by, but these guys don't. It did not do well at the box office. But the director, David Decatur, I don't know how to say Decatur, has done a lot of B movies that you would recognize if you go online. I'm not going to go through a list of them, but it's online, and he's done a lot of them that I've seen, but I haven't seen this one. So we'll see. Jacket art's cool. All right, we need some classic, right? Some Frankenstein. I mean, this isn't the original Frankenstein. This is Mary Shelley's with Robert De Niro. John Cleese is in this. I've, again, never seen it. It actually did fairly well. I mean, it placed second opening weekend to Stargate of that year, which is a fantastic sci-fi movie. If you've never seen the original Stargate, the series is fantastic as well. And I think it grossed $112 million worldwide on a $45 million budget. I think. Last up for this Shocktober, The Lost Boys, released in 1998. This was a successful movie. I've never seen it. I know of it. It's got an all-star cast, and basically his kid Michael and his family move to California. He gets caught up in this small little gang of vampires. Of course, they don't know they're vampires at the beginning of it. It's a comedy horror, which will be interesting. I mean, I've seen plenty of comedy horrors, Ash, The Evil Dead, that type of thing, but never this. And this is a popular movie in the lasers community. And this is specific edition is AC3, so it's 5.1 surround widescreen. My dad gave me this one. Can't wait to watch it. It's, again, it's just one of those movies I never saw, but I know is, everybody says is a great movie. So we'll see. All right, that wraps up this Shocktober. I hope, again, you got some ideas on what to watch. You've seen some of these movies I present here, go and say, hey, I've never seen that. I'd like to watch that. That's the whole point of this little show and tell. This a little adult show and tell, right? We do Halloween pretty big around here. We haven't thrown a party in a while, so I'm getting ready to throw our first costume party in several years. And in this house, we do a mix of Halloween and Dia de los Muertos, right? Day of the Dead, to remember our loved ones. We do that following Halloween, but we put all the decorations up at the same time just to save time. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, what's coming up? I'm actually working on a second video here. if you go online on YouTube, you'll see a ton of Laserdisc videos saying that are asking the question, why did Laserdisc fail? The short answer is it didn't fail. So I'm going to post a counter to all of those videos explaining why Laserdisc didn't fail and maybe why you should pick it up as a hobby. So cheers, enjoy your coffee, enjoy this fine morning, and we'll see you later. Keep them shiny.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
Är det någon som sett min tvål? Skål!